Students say they're living in hazardous conditions on campus. We take you inside the reports of mold found in residence halls and what the university is saying about the findings next.
And TikTok bans are going into effect across the nation and in Ohio over security concerns, how you can protect your information to stay safe, coming up.
Plus, Super Bowl 57 is just 3 days away. But does everyone watch for the game? What people love about the non-official holiday.
Live from the campus of Bowling Green State University.
BGSU has a mold problem on their hands. Welcome to BG Today. I'm Claire Mitchell.
And I'm Laura Sandlin. Take a look at these pictures shared with Falcon Media showing current living conditions in McDonald Hall. Students are saying that they are experiencing mold and bug infestations in their residence halls. A former resident advisor says she experienced physical symptoms of long-term mold exposure while living in McDonald Hall. She said she loved being an RA, but her doctor said living there was too damaging to her health and that she couldn't stay. BGSU says they have not received any reports regarding the concerns. In a statement, the Falcon Media, the university says they, quote, conduct daily maintenance in all facilities and will continue to focus and conduct health and safety inspections of all residence halls. You can read more on the story on our website, bgfalconmedia.com.
Meanwhile, new plans are in the works for campus dorms. McDonald and Cole halls are getting air conditioning units. Residence Life says McDonald is closing this spring and then will reopen in the fall. And then Cole will close next spring and open that following year. The university plans to move those students to Kreischer in the meantime.
Several changes are coming to campus security. The BGSU Police Department is hiring 3 new officers. Plus, over $450,000 worth of grants will be going towards new cameras and upgraded radio systems. The Director of Public Safety, Michael Campbell, says he hopes that these investments will help them get nationally accredited.
Zillow ranks Bowling Green as the 3rd most popular college town in the country. Not bad for Falcon Country. The company based its rankings on statistics collected last year. This includes data on available housing, sales, and page view traffic. The town in first for 2 years in a row now is Tempe, Arizona, which is the home of Arizona State University.
Florida high schoolers are no longer able to take an AP course on African studies. The State Department of Education says that the course curriculum violates state laws on how the topic of race is taught in the classroom. Meanwhile, at BGSU, the university currently offers an Africana Studies course. The class professor, E. Wirt Skinner, says it's important to have the course in schools.
All those stereotypes, have to be demolished and be replaced with serious understanding of the African experience. The African experience is an ancient world experience.
The College Board recently unveiled the new AP African American Studies course. This new curriculum, however, is stripped of what they call sensitive subject matter, like Black Lives Matter.
Switching gears now, in Ohio and across the nation, we are seeing bans on social media apps owned by Chinese companies such as TikTok. BG24's Lana Jones joins us live in studio with why we are seeing a call for bans. Lana, what's going on?
Claire, I spoke with BGSU's Assistant Information Systems Professor Michael Good about the issue. He says the concern isn't just with the data that's shared, but also about what is all getting collected.
They're collecting where you are. They're collecting information about the hardware you're using. They also have access to your clipboard, which is data that we may not necessarily think, but that's some of the data that they have full access to by us installing this application on our devices.
Good says apps like WeChat and WhatsApp are also concerning. However, the professor says data sharing is something that can happen with any application. So what makes TikTok, a Chinese-owned app, more alarming than American-owned apps like Facebook?
If the Chinese government, which is partial owner of that company, wants the data, there's no attack or breach that needs to occur. They simply would share that data. Whereas a United States-based company, as Meta would be, Meta is not going to give that data away. So then a breach would actually have to happen for that data to be stolen.
Good says there are many ways states are trying to cut off access to the app on government-owned devices. Organizations can install software on their devices that controls what apps are allowed. They can also install firewalls to prevent access to apps like TikTok to protect their data. When it comes to protecting your own data, Good says there's some steps you can take.
Read the end user license agreement, read the agreement, and understand what data they're collecting, and go through your security settings and turn off access to anything you don't want them to have. If you have the ability to turn off geographic locations, if you have access to turn off access to your contacts, anything you can turn off that you don't want these companies to have, go through your settings and turn them off.
On a Samsung phone, you can turn off these settings by going to the Settings app, going to Privacy, Permission Manager, and then toggling off data that you don't want to be tracked. With BG24, I'm Lana Jones.
Good to know, Lana. Thank you. Now, the TikTok ban is also impacting universities. Auburn and Texas A&M are among several colleges that recently banned the app. We asked several BGSU students if they're concerned and if they agree with universities, well, banning the app.
I don't agree with it. If there is a cybersecurity risk, I get that, but I don't think it should be banned because it's my right to be able to choose what I have on my phone.
No, I definitely don't think that universities should ban it. I mean, I feel like TikTok is a pretty free app. I don't understand why anyone couldn't have it.
A BGSU official says Ohio's ban does not impact universities, but they didn't directly say if they plan to put a TikTok ban in place here on campus. All right, joining us now to talk about weather is Aaron. Aaron, I loved the 60s, not so much the rain. Is there maybe like a button you can hit back there? Just kind of like get rid of the gray clouds and the rain. That'd be great. Thank you.
Pop button has been hit. Clouds are about to disappear, so is the rain. In fact, we actually tied a record high from 1966 today at 62 degrees, as temperatures have been pretty warm today. However, today we are under a high wind warning being issued from the National Weather Service until 10 p.m. tonight. You can see right here is Wood County, and then we also have Lucas County where Toledo is. Both those counties are under a high wind warning. Gusts up to 60 miles per hour are expected. I want to note those are tropical storm force winds, so expect the possibility for widespread power outages. Today, we are currently seeing very, very windy conditions. We've already hit our high, as I mentioned earlier. We expect a chilly low tonight of 35 degrees. The winds are up there, however, at 25 to 30 miles per hour. Now, moving ahead into our weekend, tomorrow you have cloudy conditions, a high of 39 and a low of 23. The wind is sticking around, but it's not going to be nearly as bad as it was today at only 10 to 15 miles per hour. Looking into Saturday and Sunday now, you can see Saturday is where my button begins to take effect. Sunny skies. It's going to be chilly for the first day, though, with a high of 36 degrees and a low of 23. On Sunday, we are also going to be seeing our sunny conditions with a high of 47 and a low of 26 degrees. So here we just have beautiful weather conditions beginning to come into northwest Ohio, and we're going to see some beautiful sun, beautiful skies, and Claire, I hope you like the button I pressed back here because it's going to all become beautiful, and it's going to be a beautiful next week here in February.
Aaron, we need to prototype some sort of like a summer button, just like hit it and the winter goes away. All right, maybe that's just me. Thank you, Aaron.
Coming on up, Super Bowl Sunday is just 3 days away. Stay tuned to hear on-campus predictions for the big game this Sunday.
And Falcon hockey travels to Michigan Tech as the CCHA standings tighten up. All this and more when we come back.
We're back with this week's sports update. I'm Charlie Ryan. Sunday, the Kansas City Chiefs take on the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. But the game is not the only way people enjoy the day. BG24's Steve Iwanek took to campus to hear students' opinions on the unofficial holiday.
Is away, but it's not just about football on that great non-official holiday. There's a lot more that goes to it. So I'm going to go inside to the Student Union and find out what people love about Super Bowl Sunday. So who am I here with today?
Libby Hershiser.
Okay.
Megan Adams.
Okay. Super Bowl is on Sunday, and it's not just a day for football. There's a lot that goes on during the day. So what is your favorite part of Super Bowl Sunday?
Probably the celebration, honestly.
How about you?
Buffalo chicken dip.
All right, guys, so the Super Bowl is Sunday. We've got the Chiefs and the Eagles, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, the two MVP candidates. Who do you guys think is going to win? I'm going to start with you.
Listen, I'm not going to go against Patrick Mahomes. I think they got it again. You know, I mean, Jalen Hurts, what they've done is impressive, but Philly, it's not your year.
I disagree. You know, Philly's been the best team all year. Jalen Hurts, MVP. I got the Eagles.
The Kelsey brothers this year are in the Super Bowl. Jason from the Eagles, Travis from the Chiefs. Is there a particular Kelsey brother that you like more than the other?
I'm a little biased because I do not like the Eagles at all. I'm a Cowboys fan, so they're in the same exact division. So I have to go with Travis Kelsey with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Take away the football game. What's your favorite part about Super Bowl Sunday?
It's just being sociable, having all of your friends over, making some good food, having some good drinks, and just enjoying a great time.
You said you like celebrations. Do you like the halftime shows that go on?
Depends on who it is. Last year's kind of sucked.
This year's Rihanna. Are you looking forward to watching Rihanna at the halftime show?
I'd say so.
What's your favorite Rihanna song?
Oh. Probably What's My Name?
Mine Stay, so, okay. Well, that's a lot of interesting answers that we heard inside the Union here. If I had to give my personal opinion, I think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win on Sunday. Football is a game that is won in the trenches, and I think the Eagles have the better offensive line and defensive line, so that's why I think they're going to win the game. Reporting live outside the Bowen Thompson Student Union, I'm Steve Iwanek reporting for BG24 News. Back to you, Charlie.
Thanks, Steve. For me personally, I'll always cheer for the NFC in the Super Bowl. Let's go, Eagles. Turning to women's basketball, last night's 81-44 win over the Ohio Bobcats moved the Falcons into first place in the MAC. BG is currently on a 10-game win streak, which puts them ahead of Ball State by 2 games, with Toledo in third place trailing both by 2 games overall. BGSU hockey currently sits at third in the CCHA, with the Falcons are 6 points behind the Michigan Tech Huskies. BG can tie for the second place spot in this weekend against the Huskies. Of course, last weekend, looking against Ferris State, forward Chase Grisak got within 2 points of 100 for his career. Head coach Ty Eichner hopes the team can celebrate his achieved accomplishment soon.
We're happy for Chase. You know, he's been a really good person, really good student, really good player for us since he's got here this fall, and really happy that he's got that 100-point mark right there in his crosshairs, and we're hoping he can get that out of the way as soon as possible, and we can celebrate that with him.
BG looks to maintain home ice for the CCHA quarterfinals with only 4 games left in the season to go. Well, that's all for this week. Back to you, Claire and Laura.
Hey, Charlie, thanks.
And speaking of sports, many students set a New Year's resolution to be more active. The BGSU Rec Center helps students to maintain these resolutions with programs like Pickleball Fridays. Students can pick up pickleball materials from the front desk at the rec and head to the multi-activity court. Free Pickleball Fridays are every week from 11 to 1.
Thanks for watching BG Today. Follow us for the latest news on Twitter at BG24TV or find us on the web at bgfalconmedia.com. We'll be back next Thursday with updates from around Bowling Green and Wood County. Have a good afternoon.